Hi Aries, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your July 21st to the 31st, 2019. That's 2019 reading for you today. Now, I ask that you guys give this video a thumbs up and also make sure to subscribe to my channel. This is the way you let YouTube know that you're appreciating the content that I'm putting out. And I like to start each reading with an attitude of gratitude, so I want to thank you so very much. Whether you are new or old to this channel, for all your support, for stopping by and tuning in. It is an absolute pleasure to be reading for you, and I'm so glad that you're here. If you would like to book a private reading with me or donate to my channel, all that information will be in the description box below. It will also have the links to the cards that I use. So let's see now, Aries, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, what July 21st to the 31st, 2019 will bring. Aries, July 21st to the 31st, 2019. 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 Aries. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Okay, that is where everything fell, so that is where Spirit wants me to stop. At the center of everything, Aries, is the Seven of Swords. You are walking away from something. Mentally, you are leaving something where you had once been comfortable, where you had once thought you would stay. You are walking away from it. You are moving forward, right? The angels are walking with you. You're leaving something behind, something that you no longer need to be taking with you, that you no longer want to be taking with you. And as you're moving forward, you're going to find that you feel a lot more free. You're going to find that that weight that's kind of been pressing down on your heart is going to be lifted for a lot of you. You really are. This is a mental shift, right? Swords for me represent the mind. And I read these cards intuitively as well as, through the definition. So if things don't line up, that's why I'm an intuitive reader. So here, as you're moving forward, you're going to find that you're weighed down a bit by the weight of what you are carrying. I mean, you have learned so much, you have moved so far, and now, Aries, you are really starting to see where it is that you want to stand. You're starting to embrace your freedom, and your freedom of soul and your freedom of self, okay? You are crowned by the Ace of Wands. This is God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing you a gift of new beginnings, of passion, of creativity, to move you forward to the place that you want to be, to what it is that you desire within your life. So I don't know if you take it quite yet, but it is permeating, and it is permeating especially your mind during the last 11 days of July. So here you are getting this gift, and it is a gift that's going to be empowering you and moving you forward. Now you have the Judgment card. The Judgment card is an awakening of self. It's an awakening of soul. It is a sense of hearing a deeper call within you, and you're going to start to be answering it. Now, in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, this is an angel blowing his trumpet, awakening people from their coffins, right? So here you are being awakened to your higher purpose. And that higher purpose doesn't have to be something grandiose. We always think of higher purposes being something where everybody oohs and ahs over us. But it can be something very subtle, very small, something that brings you a lot of joy. But it's going to be a pull. You're going to feel, just as you're going to feel that weight lift from your heart, you're going to feel a pull towards something that you love, something that gives you joy. Even if you haven't, really, it can be something that you used to do when you were younger, okay? And it can be that now you're starting to feel the desire to pick up that guitar again, or to, go on long walks by yourself because that brings you joy. Start working with animals, or, building things. It doesn't matter what it is. It can be baking. It can be working with children. It really doesn't matter. What matters is that you're answering that call. And what matters is that your soul is starting to sing to you. Then we have, you definitely are taking this gift of new beginnings, and we have it right here. This is you. You are a fire sign. You are represented by the Wands in the Minor Arcana. You are represented by the Emperor in the Major Arcana, Aries. So this is a gift just for you that you are taking. You are being a student. You are seeing doors open to you. You're also getting messages from the divine. As you are moving forward, sometimes you're going to freeze. Sometimes it's going to be too much, and you're going to feel within yourself that you cannot take that next step forward. Know that that's fine. Know that that's fine. Embrace that within you. Just sit there and say, okay, I know that I'm scared. I know that I'm overwhelmed, but it's still time to move forward. It's still time to answer this call, right? So it's not staying in fear. It's saying it's okay to be afraid at times, because you are moving forward in your truth and you are moving forward in your prosperity. You're going to be getting messages from Spirit. Listen to them. At your root is a Scorpio time frame. All right, or a Scorpio card. This is October 23rd to November 21st. This is the death card. This is a dying away of the old self, a rebirth of the new. You're closing the door on something, and it needs to be over. Okay, you need to close the door on a situation. It's going to lighten your heart. It's going to embrace your soul. As you are moving forward, you are being guided by Spirit. White dogs with red ears in Celtic mythology represent dogs from the fairy world. So you're being led by dogs from the fairy world. They're also looking back. They're looking at where they have come from, right? You're seeing with more than just your eyes, because if you can see here, he has empty eye sockets, and so does the horse. So here, there is a sense of truly seeing where it is that you want to be and where it is that you need to be as you are moving forward. At times, you're going to be filled with doubt and fear. And I like this progression because we have the Seven of Swords at the heart. Okay, this is you walking away, and then we have the Eight of Swords here, doubt and fear and feeling overwhelmed and having the chaos of emotions come forward. So here you are feeling trapped. And as I said, and that's why it goes from the Eight of Swords to the Page of Wands. That's why I said at times you're going to feel as if you're just stuck, as if you can't move forward. And you're going to feel trapped within your own mind. You're going to be overthinking things. You're going to be putting way too much burdens on yourself, Aries. You're going to be putting it all on you and saying, oh my gosh, if I would have done this differently, if I would have done that differently, everything would be different. And this is especially linked to another person, okay? It can be linked to the Scorpio energy. It can be linked to the person, most likely. Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm feeling here. It is linked to a person who you are closing the door on, and you're saying, you know what, I can't. There's only so much of you, Aries. There's only so much you can give, and there's only so much you can do, that here it's like, I can't give anymore. And you have to close that door. Whether it be that you walk away from them and you say to this person, you know, this might be a person that you always love, that you always have fond memories of, but the way things have progressed, they're a toxic person within your life and you can't move forward with them, okay? It can be a person who you've never liked, all right? And their words have just been playing over and over and over again in your mind and keeping you small and keeping you from taking these gifts of new beginnings, because their doubts and their fears keep you paralyzed, because they spoke over you, their negativity, their truth, all right? And you somehow inherited it. It can be an ancestral inheritance, okay? It can be something that you've inherited from generations before, right? Or it can be something that, you know, a teacher, somebody of authority has spoken over you and it stuck with you. Either way, whatever it is, you're closing the door on it. And this is going to be a monumental shift. It really is. It is going to be a monumental shift. It's going to take a lot of work. Aries, I'm not telling you that it is going to be a walk in the park. You're going to find that you're learning things about yourself that you hadn't known before. And then you have the King of Pentacles. This is an earth sign energy, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn. So for some of you, this earth sign energy can be what has you kind of stuck. Okay, it can be an earth sign energy that had you stuck. But here, I see you embracing this earthly plane. Very much so. Your stance here on this earthly plane as you move forward to what it is that you want, to where it is that you want to be, and what it is that you desire. Your mind is going to be very powerful during these 11 days, and it's also going to be filled with a lot of doubt and fear. Here we have the 10 of Swords. This is a completion of a cycle. So this is a completion of a thought pattern and a completion of a way of seeing things, right? But it is also here the darkness before the dawn. It is the sense of the going through the muck and the mire, okay, before you get to the beauty. And it's really having to sit there and say, you know, can I move forward? Am I willing to make the sacrifices? And that's changing your mental outlook on things to move to the place that I want to be, to the place that I need to be. The answer is yes. For a lot of you, Aries, and for some of you, Aries, it will be no. It will be. You're not quite ready for that yet, and that's perfectly fine. Know that new beginnings are coming your way. Know that things will slowly move forward. But for a lot of you, Aries, you are doing a huge mental shift. You are breaking ancestral, an ancestral curse, an ancestral way of living. And you're claiming your power now. You are embracing a freedom of soul and self to move you forward. Yeah, you're getting your soul's wish. This is an Aquarius energy. This is a time frame of January 20th to February 18th, right? You're sending your voice out into the universe, Aries. And the universe is hearing. After a time of despair, after a time of heartbreak, after a time of pain, you are moving forward and you are hearing and you are seeing the change that you want within your life. And you are seeing the power of yourself to guide you to the place that you want to be, to the place that you need to be. Then we have the Virgo energy right here. This is a time frame of August 23rd to September 22nd. You turn inward. You turn inward because you need to. You turn inward because it is time to focus on you, Aries. It is time to close the door and say, what is my passion? What is my goal? What is my desire? You have Judaic wisdom right here, right? So here, yes, this is a druid, but you also have the serpent right there. Now, as I said, serpents were used time and time again in ancient Celtic mythologies and ancient religions, ancient mythologies, as a sign of rejuvenating power, as a sign of divinity, right? And they were demonized from the coming of Christianity and things being kind of sucked in and changed, right? So when they say that St. Patrick drove the serpents from Ireland, they're not talking about serpents. They're not talking about snakes. Snakes are not indigenous to Ireland. They never lived in Ireland. So when he drove the serpents away, they're talking about the Druids. That was another word for the Druids, another name. So here, you are having your knowledge come to you because you're having that wisdom, that truth, that was what the Druids represented. And men and women could become Druids, leading you forward to the place that you want to be, to the place that you need to be. You've been through quite a lot. That's why I see the Druid as in the purple robes of the magician. But here they are tattered and they're worn. They're not the finery of the magician before. Okay, beautifully embroidered. You have been through a lot. And you're seeing your truth now. And your truth is guiding you forward. And it's moving your feet. And it's helping you embrace what it is that you want and where it is that you need to be. Here, you go from the 8 of Swords to the Page of Wands, to the Star, and to the Hermit. So, what this is saying is that you feel trapped and overwhelmed. You will feel trapped and overwhelmed periodically throughout, at times throughout the last 11 days of July. You will question. You will say, why me? Your emotions will be running high. You'll be way too much in your own head. And that's when you start to look back. That's when the door starts to be opened for you. Okay? Because it's after a time of feeling overwhelmed, you start to walk away. Because remember, this is at the heart of everything, this walking away. And you start to learn, you start to take this gift. This gift comes to you of new beginnings, of passion, of creativity. It can come in a very subtle way. It can come in a huge way for some of you. But it is coming. All right? And as it comes, it leads you forward. Yes, you feel overwhelmed, but you start to have faith in your voice. After a time of feeling as if you were brought to your knees, you start to turn inward, looking at your passion, looking at your connection with the earth, looking at what it is that you desire as you move forward in your truth. You're closing the door on something that is no longer relevant, and you are opening a window, another door. You are taking a gift from the divine, and however that gift is handed to you, you take it as a student of where it is that you want to be. Here, your mind might very well, overcome you at times as your soul is awakening. Because here you have an awakening of the Judgment card. And here you have the darkness before the dawn. So there can be moments where you're brought to your knees and you're questioning. But you start to move away from maybe where you were once comfortable. Kind of there was a stagnation, kind of just sitting there, kind of like water that just sits in a bowl or in a planter outside, and you have an empty planter and you go to turn it over and the water smells. Okay, that's kind of like the stagnation that I'm seeing here. It's kind of like you want this change, you need this change, and there's doubts and there's fears as you're moving forward. But here you have the King of Pentacles. This is prosperity on the earthly plane. This is wisdom blessing you. You move forward with this wisdom. Okay, this is an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Look to see within your natal chart where an earth sign Okay, Virgo here, a strong Virgo presence, where an Aquarius and a Scorpio show up, if they show up. That's going to be a specific place where Spirit is telling you to look at, listen, understand. And you can get your natal chart for free online, and you can download apps. CoStar is a great one that kind of maps out your natal chart for you, so you can see where it is that they're telling you to focus. And if it's not there, it's not there. It's messages within the tarot then alone. So here you are moving forward. You're having an awakening. You'll feel caged. You'll feel overwhelmed. You will question. You will sit there and say, I can't do this. I can't do this. But your soul's wish is being granted. It's maybe not the wish that you have been saying, oh, I want this, I want this, I want this. This is getting what you need, not what you want. But it's also setting you free. And there's power within your voice. So please do remember that, Aries. Okay. Be mindful here of a Scorpio and of an earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn. For some of you, that's going to be very, very, very important. Okay? Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Aries, July 21st to the 31st, 2019. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Enlightenment and creativity. Yeah, for a lot of you, you are breaking a generational cycle. It is something that feels inherited. It's kind of like you saw your parents live like this, you saw people you admired live like this, and now you're saying no more, no more, because you're claiming your truth. And it could be not people that you admired, but people that had an impact on your life. They lived in this way, and now you're walking away because mentally you're doing a shift. You're doing a shift and saying no more, no more, I'm closing the door. It's a death. It is as if by closing that door, the old you is dying away. And that's why it's a dying of the old self, a rebirth of the new, okay, to lead you forward. Now you have this kingly energy here, the King of Pentacles. It means prosperity, right? On this earthly plane, when you're going after what it is that you want to bring you prosperity, you're going to find that you are the actor upon the stage, that you move forward in this passion, in this truth. Okay. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Aries, July 21st to the 31st, 2019. Aries, July 21st to the 31st, 2019. Show me clearly. Right here, luck and protection. Protection makes perfect sense. Luck is absolutely a part of you as you're moving forward, as you're going after what it is that you want. So we're starting here with luck. And what this says is, with a clear direction of what you want to achieve, you're summoning energy that brings good luck. Energy is coming to you that brings you good luck. Okay? Focusing your mind, not being clouded by doubts and fears, but speaking your truth into reality and turning inward, taking care of yourself. The color that shines through here is purple. That's healing and cleansing your crown chakra. Then we have protection. Create sacred space to keep uninvited energy out. You need to have a safe spot for you, Aries. A safe spot to go to contemplate what you want, the way that you want to move forward. The color that shines through here is indigo. That's healing and cleansing your third eye chakra. And that's going to be so important to you because you're going to start seeing the truth of what it is that you want and where it is that you need to be. And you're going to start seeing the truth of the people around you and the expectations of others. Enlightenment. Enlightenment will unearth your higher consciousness. You are moving forward in enlightenment. And it is unearthing a part within you. And that's what the Judgment card is saying. Then we have creativity, which is what you're being handed a gift of. Allow your creative spark to work magic. Allow yourself to express yourself the way that you want to, the way that you need to within your soul. You are going to be seen as the king upon the stage. Well, as the actor upon the stage, as somebody who kind of has everything all in alignment. Do know that you yourself are going to feel yourself as a student, as somebody who's learning, comprehending, expanding your mind, okay? So when people come to you, when people sit there and think, oh my gosh, Aries, you have all the answers, that's actually going to make you feel rather uncomfortable because here you have this prosperity. Yes, you are moving forward in your truth. You are letting go of the past and you are being a student of the present, of where you need to be. And you're looking inward and you're looking at your soul and yourself and you're claiming the prosperity that is you. So as you move forward, as you go after what it is that you want, you're claiming your truth. And you have to do so by kind of embracing the mysteries of life. And the mysteries of life are the fact that we don't have all the answers. We have more questions than answers. And now, with those questions, you are seeing your truth, and you're seeing your worth, and you're seeing that you are a separate entity, created and formed by the universe. You have stardust. You're made of stardust. Okay? That is the beginning of the universe, is within you. Okay, you have that God's head within you. That's what fire signs are all about. It's channeling that God's head to move forward in your passion, to move forward in your creativity. Okay, that's why it's here. So as you are embracing your soul and yourself, as you are looking at what it is that you desire, you are going to find that that God's head shines through, especially as you're breaking a pattern of ancestors, a pattern of generations. Okay, and now you are claiming your truth. Now you are standing in your beauty. Your subconscious message is the Wheel of Fortune. Everything is changing. Your life is doing a 180. Now, whether that change be huge or small, whether that change makes you feel as if you're on a roller coaster ride and you're saying, Dane, I want off. Okay? This, you have a repeat of the number 10. This is the end of a cycle. And this ending of a cycle leads you, because 10 plus 10 equals 20 right here. And we have the 20th card in the major arcana. Leads you to hearing your call, to hearing your truth. It's going to be a wild and crazy ride, yes. But if you kind of face the darkness, if you stand firm within yourself, Aries, this wild and crazy ride can really be absolutely magnificent. All right, Aries, I hope this reading has resonated with you. If you made it all the way to the end, bravo. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me. Thank you for giving the reading a thumbs up. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I'll be reading for you all really, really soon. Bye, guys.